Fusion Chef!
Will not stabilize. I will have order.
There is no escape.
Shifting sand. Gather not the mountain's permanence. Disappear. More. Solidify! Stabilize.
Another test subject. Freeze! Another test subject. Fry!
There is no escape. Go.
Gather.
Life goes on.
Another test subject. Fry! That tingle?
Gather. Order guide you.
Go.
I got careless.
Wind blade.
Picked the wrong test subject.
preserver.
Shine down! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Order guide you.
Shine down!
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Is everybody always? Yeah. Okay. Have you heard from? I've heard a lot of things.
Solidify.
Illusion shattered.
Traveler, I found out some good news from the garrison forces. Kujo-Sara has been tied down with work in the city. Nothing seems to be going on with her troops for now. Besides that, we haven't had any new monsters escape the domain for quite some time, and the troops have complete control of the pass. I don't think they're in a hurry to attack the domain right now. Seems we got more time than we bargained for.
Then let's get going. Those two must be getting impatient.
Oh, you're back.
Okay, now that we're all here, what do you say we get to the bottom of this?
You two look like you've been through a war.
Just one war? I've lost count of how many battles we've had down here. I did okay, right, Shiki Taisho?
Mr. Tartaglia is no stranger to domains. He was able to deal with even the most powerful monsters with ease. I am confident that we can make it to the innermost depths of the domain.
Huh. You two seem to have gotten much closer over the last few days.
Well, we fought shoulder to shoulder for quite a while now. Alright, listen up. During the rearrangement, Shiki Taisho said he could sense the most important replica over there.
Compared with the other replicas, it should contain a far greater power within. If I can fuse with it successfully, I should be able to remember the truth of this domain.
It's right there? Then how come you guys haven't gone over yet?
Shiki Taisho, were you waiting for us this whole time?
Without your companionship, I never would have made it this far. My memories were only retrieved thanks to everyone's efforts. I feel it's only right that you're here with me to witness this final and most important juncture. My memories, fragmented for so long, are finally complete. I remember it all now. The origin of the mystic Onmyo chamber. Its essence. This realm is not for practicing Onmyodo, nor is it for harnessing evil. The reason Haranosuke created me and the domain, our sole purpose, was to protect.
Protect?
Our nation was once attacked by a great evil, and a person of importance to Haranosuke was taken from him. he was filled with hatred and regret, and began yearning for the strength to take on the evil himself. He made his way across the ocean to seek the Adepti of Liyue, and went on to study the Adepti arts. He combined those subtle techniques with the art of transcension that he himself had practiced over the years, and founded the earliest version of Onmyodo. Later, he rallied all samurai with the will to serve in protecting the nation, and created me and this Onmyo chamber. With me as a template, he would create many replicas, assigning each to a samurai. The samurai and Shikigami were partners, combining their martial prowess and charm magic to take on monsters with great efficiency. They worked in pairs and set out to rid the land of monsters. Information on the defeated monsters would be recorded within the Shikigami. Upon returning to the domain, that information would be channeled into the creation of mirror monsters, training targets for the samurai. As the first Shikigami, I was constantly absorbing the knowledge and experiences of the replicas. I was able to improve the structure of the domain and provide better training for the samurai. Over time, these dedicated samurai were able to achieve an enviable martial prowess. A new batch of recruits would arrive as the last group left the domain. The cycle of new knowledge and new opponents seemed to be never-ending.
No wonder the fighting never stops here. This was a training ground to begin with.
In other words, Kamuna Haranosuke built this Onmyo chamber to train samurai to fight monsters? Doesn't that make him a pretty great guy?
Well, if that's the case, why is he hiding away in the depths of the domain?
No, Haranosuke is no longer here. For reasons unknown, Haranosuke disbanded the samurai and abandoned the domain. This part of my memory is still fragmented. I can't remember what Haranosuke said to me before he left.
Left? Meaning he's still alive?
It's possible, and I hope he is. I am a weapon created by Haranosuke. The purpose of the Onmyo chamber, my purpose, is to facilitate combat, to train myself and others. But this domain was abandoned. The only people to have come here since are yourselves. What use does a weapon discarded by its owner have to offer?
This is really tough for Shiki Taisho.
A discarded weapon. Discarded or not, what's so bad about being a weapon? All those who stalk the battlefield yearn for meaning and value.
Do you think so?
You were interested in my secret, right? Why is it that I'm able to withstand the resistance of the domain? Why is it that I'm able to face down complex battles with ease? I have fought in the fissures that lie between great tree roots. Boundless danger, fatal encounters. These are the ingredients I use to become stronger still. It is not victory that I seek, but improvement. I want to become sharp as a blade, to the point where others fear me. You're not the only weapon here, Shiki Taisho.
If that's true, then these battles you strive for, where do they end?
Only those that wish for an end will find one. For me, it's nothing more than a mirage. I was born to fight, and as long as I draw breath, there will be no end to my purpose. My limits vanish behind the horizon with every step that I take. Let go of your confusion. Sorrow and hesitation are the enemy of an implacable weapon.
What must I do to let go?
Don't worry. You don't have to abandon something to succeed in letting go. You don't have to abandon anything, Shiki Taisho. You've only just regained your memories. This is the perfect opportunity to pick up where you left off. All you gotta do is find the thing that was most important and righteous to you.
Most important and righteous?
Yep, for me, it's rock and roll. It's not everyone's cup of tea. In fact, I'd say it's kinda unpopular, really. But if it makes me happy, that's all that matters. What do I care if someone doesn't share my passion? All I need to worry about is doing what I enjoy. So if people want to roll their eyes or give me the cold shoulder, they can have at it. My music was never meant for those that couldn't understand it.
I still remember your test. The song you played for me.
You said that you were walking alone, that you spent time in the company of others eating grilled fish by a fire. Your answer was filled with an understanding of human emotion. We've all journeyed down a path of solitude at some point in our lives. Your presence there puts you in good company. You found us and joined us by the fire, and we became friends. The road ahead is difficult, but we're never alone. Shiki Taisho, this is the language in my music, and my reward for sticking to the path right for me. What about you? I know there'll be something calling out to you.
Miss Xinyan, I may not be able to harness the optimism you carry with you just yet. But I do know that my journey doesn't end here. Everyone, we continue on. I want to. No. I must retrieve the last replica and regain control of this domain. Yes. There has to be something left that only I am capable of doing.
That's more like it. Get ready, everyone. There's more fighting ahead. As long as we move forward together, there's nothing to worry about.